When I first started Powwow, it was a small idea. The first one was in Hong Kong, and after that was done, we wanted to keep pushing for it and keep doing it. And we were going to do another one in Hong Kong or another one in Shanghai or Beijing. It never really worked out. So I was like, you know what, I should do it in my hometown of Hawaii. And here we are, in Hawaii. In the beginning, it was just an idea that I had, just bringing a lot of my friends from around the world to Hawaii to paint. And what happened was I started telling people about it and started making it and started working on it. People from all over just started coming out of the woodwork. I wanted to be a part of it. They even bought their own flights to just fly down to Hawaii. And now it's like everyone's idea. Everyone has sort of like a part of it, like everyone's a part of powwow. And that's sort of like what the name's all about, you know? Like the word powwow is about people gathering together to celebrate culture, to celebrate art and music and all this stuff.
What I like about powwow is it's all about the process. And the process is really important, and it's something that we're kind of used to, I guess, because we're involved in it, but you forget that the public don't see that as much, and that's kind of unique. So,
and I guess that's what's a little bit scary about doing, I guess, like public live paint stuff is the public doesn't just get to see the end part. They get to watch you make mistakes and then watch you cover them up, and they see kind of like all what went on, I guess, like outside the final like frame of the piece. But it's like, yeah, it's exhilarating. It's really fun to be part of it.
When I'm doing this, I don't stress, at all, One thing I hate is I fucking hate flying, so over here, I'm just like nervous as hell, like about my flight. And as soon as I got here, the first thing I want to do is just paint, just get like all that fear out of my ass. I was like, oh man, dude, like I just, wasn't feeling it. So when I got here, it felt good to just kind of like just paint. So yeah, it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic, man, yeah.
The significance to what we're doing here, we're painting on Queen Street, of course named after our queen. The reason why I'm painting a peacock, I never painted a peacock before, but I wanted to do one in a tribute to our queen. The peacock was given to her as a gift. They used to just roam the grounds of Iolani Palace. My movement is just how do I take these kids and teach them about this land and teach them about what we want to do here as a native culture. See if we can speak the voices of the past. Taking the stories of our elders and putting it on a wall, I think that's cool as hell because those stories are dead. Graffiti is a free art form. You do what you want to do. So as a progressive movement, just do what feels right. And for me, representing my culture feels right.
once you get to a certain level of kind of existing as an artist, like professionally, you definitely need to embrace opportunities like powwow, like exhibiting overseas and really branch out so that you're kind of not confined to one city.
The first powwow was pretty much, I think, a one-night smaller exhibition where artists just collaborated and jammed on the spot. And so this being a bigger event, I guess the focus of it is pretty much just to bring a group of artists together that are from quite different sort of corners of the world that probably wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to collaborate under their normal means in a place like Hawaii, which is, you know, an amazing, amazing place that most of us probably wouldn't consider coming to unless it was more of a holiday experience.
Hawaii is a beautiful paradise, and the landscape and the natural beauty of Hawaii is so distracting that a lot of artists get distracted with that, and over years and years has become a huge market for the tacky landscapes and things that when tourists come to Hawaii, that's what they see and that's what they buy. And I think there's a lot of beautiful art that's on a very high level in Hawaii, and I just hope that people realize that.
The piece I did with Tommy was like our first collaboration, so I let him choose the colors combo, so all the colors you can see on the piece, he chose it. And then I was really inspired by one of his drawing of Warrior. So we worked out together to integrate his warrior combined into my piece.
L'idée, c'était de faire un guerrier parce que quand j'étais petit, je faisais un petit concept comme ça. Là, j'ai retrouvé mes archives et donc du coup, j'en ai refait un.
When he was younger, he really enjoyed to draw warriors, so he enjoyed to draw this warrior again because he just liked swords and all that kind of stuff.
For our pieces that we made together, it's almost the same. She also chose the colors, and she has a great idea of this Mr. Chocolate with a mustache. So we made it, and she's very proud of it.
Vas-y, tu te dis, je vais traduire.
Il est en colère parce que l'autre chocolat, il est mangé et gaspillé.
Mr. Chocolate is angry because someone ate Mr. White Chocolate.
So he died.
So he died, so that's the reason why Mr. Chocolate Bar is angry.
You know, when I'm going out of painting, like how I think about it is like, you know, we all kind of, you know, we have burdens and hardships that we go through. The idea behind my characters, you know, is that it shows that ruggedness or that sickness, you know? But at the same time, you know, there's always a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, like they're about to come out of it. For me, I see art as just like, it's a lifelong activity that I'm always gonna take part in because the shit that we do on the walls really like affects the world, you know what I mean? People see this stuff and they get inspired and all kinds of stuff happens, you know? So, yeah, absolutely, man. I think art makes the world go round, you know?